I mean, I played this out. I'm with you. I think Rock Cody and that promo eventually leads CM Punk in there. It doesn't make sense for Cena to be involved right now, especially if they're going to do deep storytelling, right? Like they're trying to tell a story here. I don't know how much Cena is going to be around other than the dates they've announced overseas. I don't know what Cena would be around for a build to WrestleMania, and somebody's got to be there. Rock's not somehow. Rock has appeared more on television than John Cena has this year, which is just crazy town. But that's the position we find ourselves in. So I think Punk makes the most sense, especially if he turns heel. But if Cody is the one who turns heel, but then Punk gets Roman and the favor is Roman interferes on behalf and then, pisses off The Rock, and then that can set up Rock Roman down the road. I don't know. Like the favor, the one thing I do know the one thing I feel pretty confident in, Punk's winning Chamber, the favor's getting cashed in at some point, and I think that means we get Cody Punk at Mania, which makes the most sense.
You're ruling out Cena corporate champ, right?
Correct. I don't think we're going to wait 25 years to turn that man heel.
No better time than the present.
I mean, I think it's all on the table, guys. I think it's all on the table. I said on the show that I thought that The Rock would have some involvement in WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just at Netflix in Los Angeles, like hugging Cody, everything's cool. I always thought he had some involvement. I didn't know if he's going to wrestle. I didn't know if he'd be a second on the outside. I knew he'd be involved. But here's the thing about this, though, is that I feel also, and I haven't talked to anybody, haven't heard any information, but I just feel like that the WWE just goes by the whims of when The Rock is available. I feel like there's going to be a documentary after this thing, like, well, The Rock was not going to be a part of WrestleMania, but then he found some time after Moana, and so now we had to try to figure him into the story. It's kind of like leaving it wide open for the main event of WrestleMania like this twice is very dangerous.
Yeah. But, I mean, it might have been a coincidence, but, like, The Rock announced Friday he was going to be on Friday SmackDown. It was a big surprise to everyone. Cody earlier in the month said, here's my world tour, and had different dates. And for Friday's date, it was like a clip of him and Rock. So it might have been a coincidence, or they might have known that. But, yes, it does feel like the Mania main event, even though we're less than 2 months away, is just sort of like, yeah, we'll figure it out.
But at least it's got intrigue to it now, right? Like, I feel like the build for Mania had been kind of... And granted, I mean, last year ended up being way different the way, again, it ended up working out beautifully. It was different than what they originally planned with Rock and Roman, and they end up going with Cody, and it ends up working out beautifully. The build to it being fantastic, all the promos that The Rock cut. I don't know if this was just The Rock was out of, like, practice being the final boss and, like, just didn't know how to, like, come back. Because he's also, like, tweeting about, I love playing this character. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like,